Have you noticed that time feels different lately? That the world around you seems to be vibrating at a frequency that is both unsettling and strangely magnetic? That you're being called deep within your soul to wake up to something greater? What if I told you that we are living through the most significant energetic turning point in modern history, a mass awakening that is quietly but powerfully unfolding in 2025, a moment when millions of souls are beginning to remember who they truly are, to feel a force beyond logic guiding them, and to sense that life as we knew it will never be the same? This shift carries both a promise and a warning. It can liberate you, or leave you feeling lost, if you don't learn how to navigate it. We are standing at the edge of a collective spiritual threshold. Some will cross it willingly, embracing the light of expanded consciousness, while others will resist, clinging to the comfort of the familiar. Which one will you be? If you stay with me until the end of this journey, you will not only understand why this awakening is happening now, but also how you can ride the wave of this transformation instead of being swept away by it. Together, we will explore signs, techniques, and hidden wisdom that most people will never hear about because the truth is not being broadcast on the evening news. It is whispered in your dreams, shown in synchronicities, and felt in the deepest stillness of your heart. During the next few minutes, I will guide you through 8 powerful keys to understanding and integrating this energetic shift. Each one will help you align with the new vibration that is reshaping humanity. But here's the secret. The second to last key might just be the one that unlocks your deepest spiritual potential, something that could change the trajectory of your life forever. Before we begin, I want you to comment below the phrase, "I choose to awaken my consciousness." This simple act plants an energetic seed in your journey and connects you to a global field of awakening souls. And while you're here, like this video, not just for me, but as a symbolic gesture of raising the vibration of our collective field. Every like is a ripple in the ocean of consciousness, and together, we can turn that ripple into a wave. Remember, many people use these videos as a daily spiritual anchor. By commenting and liking, you're not just receiving energy or adding to it, helping maintain the high frequency that supports everyone here. Make this your ritual. Start each video by declaring your commitment to your own awakening in the comments. So, take a deep breath, open your mind, and prepare to step beyond the veil, because we are about to begin this journey into the heart of the mass awakening. 2025. First spiritual key: recognizing the energetic pulse of 2025. The first step in navigating the mass awakening of 2025 is to recognize that this year carries a unique energetic frequency, one that is both accelerating and refining our inner awareness. For those who are sensitive, it feels like the planet itself is humming at a higher pitch, vibrating with a subtle urgency. This is not just poetic language, it is a phenomenon many spiritual seekers have reported. The Schumann resonance, often called the heartbeat of the earth, has shown unusual spikes. Astrological alignments have brought rare conjunctions that historically correspond to times of great social and spiritual transformation. Whether you believe in energy science, astrology, or simply the intuitive knowing of your heart, you may already sense that something is different. In practical terms, this energetic pulse is awakening dormant aspects of human consciousness. Old habits, limiting beliefs, and unresolved emotions are surfacing, not to punish you, but to be released. Many people are experiencing heightened dreams, sudden mood shifts, or moments of deep clarity followed by intense fatigue. These are signs that your inner vibration is adjusting to a new baseline. Here is the key: awareness is your anchor. When you feel these changes, instead of resisting or fearing them, pause and simply acknowledge what is happening. Place your hand over your heart and say silently, "I am aligned with the shift." This affirmation is not about forcing change. It's about synchronizing your consciousness with the planet's evolving frequency. You may also notice that time feels nonlinear. Days pass in a blur, while certain moments feel strangely stretched. This distortion is not accidental. It is a side effect of moving into a more expansive state of being. The more you accept this fluidity, the easier it becomes to live from presence instead of old timelines. One simple practice to attune yourself to this pulse is morning stillness. Upon waking, before checking your phone or speaking to anyone, sit in silence for just 3 minutes. Feel your body, listen to the ambient sounds, and imagine roots growing from your feet into the Earth's core. This connection helps you absorb the stabilizing aspect of the planet's vibration. even as it quickens. Think of 2025 as a drumbeat calling us into a new dance of consciousness. Those who hear it and step in rhythm will feel guided, supported, and expanded. Those who ignore it may feel restless, disconnected, or strangely out of sync with life. We are only beginning our journey, but without this first key, the rest will be harder to integrate. The shift is not coming, it's here, and the sooner you recognize its pulse, the more gracefully you can move with it. In the next key, we will explore how synchronicities are becoming more frequent and precise in 2025 and why they are the universe's way of speaking directly to you. Second, spiritual key. Reading the language of synchronicity. The energetic pulse of 2025 intensifies. You may notice something extraordinary happening. Events, numbers, and symbols seem to appear in your life with uncanny timing. You think of someone, and they call you. You see repeating numbers like 1111 or 2222 everywhere. A random conversation you overhear answers a question you were silently asking. These are not coincidences. They are synchronicities. The subtle language of the universe. Carl Jung described synchronicity as meaningful coincidences that have no causal link yet carry deep significance. In times of mass awakening, these signs become more frequent because the veil between thought and manifestation grows thinner. You are literally co-creating reality at a faster pace, and the universe is responding in real time. But here's the deeper truth. Synchronicities are not just affirmations, they are navigation beacons. They confirm when you are on the right path, but they also redirect you when you are drifting off course. The problem is, most people dismiss them as random or amusing quirks of life, missing the guidance entirely. To truly read this language, you must train your awareness. Start keeping a synchronicity journal. Each time something aligns in a way that feels meaningful, write it down along with what you were thinking or feeling at that moment. Over time, patterns will emerge, revealing the specific way the universe speaks to you. Some people get messages in nature, seeing a certain bird or animal at key moments. Others receive guidance through music, dreams, or symbolic objects. Here's a simple activation exercise. The next time you notice a repeating number or event, pause and place your attention on your heart. Ask silently, "What are you showing me?" Then remain still for a moment. Your first intuitive impression is usually the correct one. In 2025, synchronicities are becoming sharper, more undeniable, because the collective energy field is charged with intent. This means your own frequency will determine the kind of signs you attract. If you are aligned with love, gratitude, and service, your synchronicities will draw you toward higher paths. If you remain in fear or resentment, the signs may warn you or mirror back the energy you are emitting. Remember, this is a dialogue, not a monologue. The more you acknowledge and act on the guidance you receive, the more the universe will respond. Ignoring signs can cause them to fade or become more dramatic until you pay attention. This year, consider every synchronicity as a sacred breadcrumb, leading you deeper into your own awakening. And as you follow them, you will notice something even more magical. Your reality will start to feel orchestrated, like a symphony in which every note is perfectly placed for your growth. In our next key, we will go even deeper, exploring how your personal vibration is magnetizing the experiences you are living, and how to consciously raise it to match the frequency of the awakening. Third, spiritual key. Mastering your vibration in the new energy of synchronicities are the language of the awakening. Your vibration is the signal you're constantly broadcasting to the universe. In 2025, this signal is more powerful and more sensitive than ever before. The collective field is amplifying everything, which means your inner state now magnetizes results much faster than it used to. Your vibration isn't just about feeling positive or negative. It's the sum of your emotions, thoughts, physical state, and spiritual alignment at any given moment. Imagine it as a radio frequency. When you tune into gratitude, joy, and clarity, you're transmitting on a high channel that naturally attracts harmonious experiences. When you linger in fear, resentment, or confusion, you're broadcasting on a low channel, which calls in experiences that mirror that discord. This is why so many people in 2025 are experiencing sudden shifts, relationships ending overnight, unexpected opportunities appearing, or old patterns collapsing. The universe is matching vibration with form in record time. For awakened souls, this is a gift because the moment you change your frequency, your outer world begins to reflect it. So how do you consciously master your vibration? 1. Daily energy check-in. Pause 3 times a day and ask yourself, what am I feeling right now, and is this what I want to project? If the answer is no, take a deep breath and shift your focus to something that uplifts you. Even a single moment of genuine gratitude can reset your frequency. 2. Energetic hygiene. Just as you clean your body daily, you must also cleanse your energy. This can be done through sage smudging, sound bowls, salt baths, or simply spending 10 minutes barefoot on natural ground. The Earth's energy static and replenishes your field. 3. Vibrational nutrition. The food, music, conversations, and media you consume all carry frequency. In the acceleration of 2025, low-vibe inputs drain you faster. Choose nourishment both physical and mental that makes you feel lighter and more expansive. 4. Heart coherence. The heart emits the strongest electromagnetic field in the body. When you focus on love or compassion, your frequency becomes highly ordered, making you magnetic to positive synchronicities. A simple practice is to inhale deeply for 5 seconds, imagine light in your heart, and exhale slowly while feeling appreciation for something or someone. In the new energy. Raising your vibration isn't a luxury, it's survival. Those who ignore their internal frequency will feel tossed around by the chaos of the shift. Those who consciously tune it will feel like skilled surfers, riding even the biggest waves with grace. And here's the hidden truth. Your vibration doesn't just shape your personal reality, contributes to the collective frequency of humanity. Every choice you make, every thought you sustain, ripples into the awakening field. You are not a passive observer in this transformation, you are an active co-creator. In our next key, we will uncover how the breakdown of old systems is not a sign of the end, but an essential stage in humanity's spiritual rebirth, and how to hold your center as the outer world changes. 4th spiritual key, the sacred role of breakdown in humanity's rebirth. For many, the mass awakening of 2025 feels chaotic. News cycles scream about collapsing economies, political upheavals, extreme weather, and social unrest. But here's the paradox. From a higher perspective, this breakdown is not the end, it's the necessary cracking of the old shell so a new form of consciousness can emerge. Think of a seed buried in the soil. To sprout, the seed's hard casing must break apart. From the outside, that might look like destruction. In truth, it's creation in progress. Humanity is that seed right now. The old structures, political, financial, educational, even spiritual institutions, were built on outdated frequencies, control, separation, and fear. In the intensified light of 2025, these frequencies can no longer sustain themselves. This is why you might feel like parts of your own life are falling apart too. The macrocosm mirrors the microcosm. Relationships, jobs, beliefs, and habits that don't resonate with your evolving vibration will begin to dissolve. This can be deeply uncomfortable, but resisting it only prolongs the pain. Here's the spiritual key. Learn to witness the collapse without collapsing inside yourself. Practice being the still point in the center of the storm. When you see systems or personal situations breaking down, pause and silently affirm, this is the space where new life will grow. This reprograms your mind to see endings as sacred transitions. You can also support your inner stability through the 4 anchors technique. 1. Breath. Return to slow, conscious breathing whenever anxiety rises. Your breath is your tether to the present. 2. Earth connection. Stand barefoot on the ground daily, even for just 2 minutes. Nature reminds you of cycles far bigger than the current moment. 3. Light visualization. Imagine a sphere of golden light around your body. See it expanding slightly with each inhale, shielding you from collective fear. 4. Sacred perspective. Journal on the question, if this challenge were a teacher, what is it trying to awaken in me? On a planetary level, this dismantling is like a collective detox. The toxins of corruption, greed, and separation are surfacing so they can be purged. It's message, just as healing crises in the body can feel worse before they get better. But every system that crumbles creates space for one built on unity, transparency, and respect for life. By holding your center, you not only navigate your own transformation, you emit a stabilizing frequency that helps others do the same. Remember, your calm presence is like an energetic lighthouse in a stormy sea. Some will find their way to shore because of your light. In our next key, We will dive into the rise of soul tribes in 2025, how to recognize the people you are meant to connect with during this awakening, and why these connections accelerate your spiritual growth. Fifth spiritual key: finding and building your soul tribe in 2025. One of the most beautiful aspects of the mass awakening of 2025 is the way souls are being magnetically drawn to one another. In the old paradigm, many of us felt like lone seekers walking our spiritual paths in isolation, misunderstood by friends, family, or colleagues. But as the planetary frequency rises, the invisible threads connecting kindred spirits are lighting up. This is what I call the soul tribe phenomenon. Your soul tribe is not just a group of people you get along with, it's a circle of beings whose energy resonates with your deepest truth. Being with them feels like exhaling after holding your breath for years. You don't have to explain why you believe in synchronicities, energy healing, or meditation. They already know, because they've lived it. In 2025, the formation of these soul tribes is accelerating. Online communities, retreats, workshops, and even chance encounters are serving as meeting points, but the real magnet is your vibration. When you embody authenticity and alignment, you naturally broadcast a signal that calls in those on your wavelength. Here's how to recognize your soul tribe. 1. Instant resonance. You feel like you've met them before, even if it's the first time. Conversations flow effortlessly. 2. Mutual activation. After being with them, you feel more alive, inspired, and ready to grow, not drained or diminished. 3. Aligned vision. You share similar values, dreams, and a sense of purpose in this awakening. 4. Energy transparency. You can be fully yourself, joyful, vulnerable, or uncertain without fear of judgment. Finding your soul tribe often requires stepping outside of old comfort zones. If you stay in circles that dismiss or ridicule your spiritual growth, you are energetically signaling to the universe that you are content with disconnection. Attend events aligned with your interests, whether they are sound healing sessions, conscious festivals, or online summits. Say yes to intuitive nudges to reach out to someone new. Once you begin to connect, nurture these relationships with intention. Exchange spiritual practices, meditate together, or hold space for one another. During challenges, remember, in the higher vibration of 2025, connection is currency. The more we share our energy with aligned souls, the more we multiply it. Your soul tribe isn't just here for comfort. They are part of your activation team. They will mirror your blind spots, celebrate your breakthroughs, and remind you of your purpose when the outside world feels overwhelming. In the collective field, these tribes form a vast network of light, weaving the web of the new earth. The truth is, no one is meant to navigate this awakening alone. The old paradigm thrived on isolation, making individuals easier to control. The new paradigm thrives on unity, making consciousness impossible to suppress. In our next key, we will explore how heightened intuitive abilities are emerging in 2025, and how you can distinguish between true guidance from your higher self and the noise of your ego or fear. Sixth spiritual key: awakening and trusting your intuitive abilities. As the energy of 2025 continues to intensify, one of the most transformative changes people are experiencing is the rapid expansion of intuition. For many, what used to be a faint whisper from within is now becoming a clear, steady voice. Dreams are more vivid. Gut feelings are stronger. Flashes of insight arrive out of nowhere and later prove to be accurate. This is not imagination. It's the natural consequence of a rising collective frequency. The veil between the physical and the spiritual is thinning. Your intuition is not a mystical gift reserved for a few. It's your birthright. It's the direct line between your human awareness and your higher self. In the old world, we were trained to doubt it, to dismiss our feelings in favor of external authority. But in the new energy of 2025, ignoring your intuition will feel increasingly uncomfortable. The gap between what you know inside and what you do outside will cause immediate tension. To strengthen your intuitive connection, you must first create space for it to speak. This means slowing down enough to notice the subtle signals. Here are 3 practices to activate and trust your inner guidance. 1. Daily silence. Ritual. Spend at least 5 minutes a day in stillness without distraction. Close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, and simply listen. Ask, what do I need to know right now? And allow the first impression to come without filtering. 2. Body compass check. Your body is a highly accurate truth detector. When faced with a decision, notice, Does your body feel light, open, and expansive, a yes, or heavy, tight, and constricted, a no? The physical reaction often reveals the truth before the mind has time to rationalize. 3. Symbol tracking. Your intuition often speaks in symbols, images, sensations, or repeated themes in dreams. Keep a small notebook to record these and look for patterns. The challenge is distinguishing true intuition from fear or wishful thinking. True guidance usually arrives quietly, without emotional charge, and carries a feeling of deep knowing. Ego or fear-driven impulses feel urgent, pushy, and often trigger anxiety. The more you practice, the clearer the difference becomes. In 2025, developing this discernment is essential. The world is flooded with conflicting information, illusions, and distractions. Your intuition is your compass through the noise, a compass that will never lead you where you're not meant to go. And here's a deeper truth. The more you trust and act on your intuition, the more it will expand. Every time you honor its guidance, you strengthen the energetic bridge between your human mind and your higher consciousness. Eventually, you'll realize that intuition isn't just something you use, it's a state of being. In the next key, we'll go beyond personal guidance and into the acceleration of manifestation in 2025, and how the awakened mind can co-create reality faster than ever before. 7th spiritual key, the acceleration of manifestation. In 2025, one of the most striking effects of the mass awakening of 2025 is the speed at which thoughts, emotions, and intentions are manifesting. For some, this feels miraculous. Desires are materializing with astonishing precision. For others, it feels overwhelming, as fears and unresolved patterns seem to manifest just as quickly. The reason is simple. The vibrational field of Earth is more responsive now than it has been in living memory. The gap between intention and reality is shrinking. The energy you hold, whether consciously or unconsciously, is instantly mirrored back in the opportunities, relationships, and events that appear in your life. In practical terms, this means manifestation is no longer just a spiritual practice or law of attraction exercise. It's a constant state of co-creation that operates whether you are aware of it or not. In this heightened field, every thought is a seed, and the soil of the universe is exceptionally fertile. To thrive in this environment, you must master conscious creation. 1. Clear intentions. Vague desires produce vague results. Be specific not only about what you want, but also about how you want to feel when it arrives. The feeling is the magnet. 2. Emotional alignment. You cannot manifest abundance while vibrating in scarcity. Your emotional state must match the reality you wish to create. Gratitude, joy, and trust act as powerful accelerators. 3. Release and receive. Once you've set an intention, let it go. Clinging to it from a place of desperation blocks its arrival. Trust that the energy you've sent out will return at the right time and in the right form. 4. Observe the feedback loop. Life will quickly reflect your inner state. If something unwanted appears, don't panic. Use it as data. Ask, what vibration created this, and make adjustments. Here's the part most people miss. Manifestation is not just about getting things. In the context of the awakening, it's about aligning your reality with your soul's blueprint. This is why some goals you once chased now feel empty. They were never truly aligned with your higher path. In 2025, misaligned manifestations dissolve quickly, often in ways that feel abrupt. To make room for what's truly meant for you, one powerful practice for this year is the morning reality script. Upon waking, speak out loud a short narrative of your day as if it has already happened exactly as you wish. Today I was deeply inspired. I connected with the right people. I felt light and joyful, and I ended the day grateful for every moment. Doing this in the morning imprints your energy field and sends a clear signal into the collective field. The acceleration of manifestation is a gift, but it comes with responsibility. You are now the conscious architect of your life, for the unconscious creator of chaos. The choice is yours every moment. In our next key, we will uncover how deep shadow work becomes essential during the awakening, and why facing your inner darkness is the fastest way to embody your highest light. 8th spiritual key, shadow work, as the gateway to higher lighting, the radiant energy of 2025. It's easy to focus only on the light, the uplifting frequencies, the synchronicities, the sense of expansion. But the mass awakening is not just about rising into bliss. It's also about turning inward to face the parts of ourselves we've avoided, denied, or buried. This is the work of the shadow, and it is absolutely essential if you want to fully embody the higher light. Your shadow isn't evil. It's simply the unintegrated aspects of your being. These can be unresolved traumas, hidden fears, suppressed emotions, or limiting beliefs formed long ago. In the accelerated energy of 2025, shadows are surfacing faster than ever. Why? Because the high-frequency light of the awakening acts like a spotlight. It illuminates what has been hidden, not to shame you, but to free you. Here's the paradox: the more light you hold, the more of your shadow you will see. Avoiding it will only cause it to manifest externally through repeating challenges, emotional triggers, or draining relationships. Facing it, however, transforms it into a source of strength and wisdom. How to begin shadow work in 2025. 1. Spot the trigger. Notice what provokes a strong emotional reaction in you: anger, jealousy, defensiveness. These reactions are doorways to deeper wounds. 2. Witness without judgment. Instead of pushing the feeling away, sit with it. Ask yourself, when have I felt this before? Allow memories or sensations to surface without trying to fix them immediately. 3. Dialogue with the shadow in meditation or journaling. Imagine speaking to the part of you that holds this wound. Ask what it needs, and listen. Often, the shadow simply wants acknowledgement and love. 4. Integrate through compassion. The goal is not to kill the shadow, but to embrace it. When you accept the hurt child, the angry protector, or the fearful part inside you, they stop sabotaging you from the shadows. Shadow work in the awakening is like clearing debris from a river. You allow your life force energy to flow freely again. And here's the transformative truth: your shadow holds the keys to your greatest gifts. The sensitivity that once caused pain can become deep empathy. The assertiveness you repressed can become powerful leadership. In 2025, doing this work not only liberates you, it uplifts the collective field. Every shadow you integrate removes density from the web of human consciousness. The more we heal individually, the lighter the whole becomes. Remember, the journey to higher consciousness is not about bypassing discomfort, it's about walking straight through it with awareness and love. In the end, your shadow and your light are not enemies, they are two halves of the same soul, yearning to be whole. Now that you've journeyed through all 8 spiritual keys, we will move into the final part of this video, the closing and call to action, where I will help you anchor these teachings and step forward into the mass awakening of 2025 fully empowered. If you have stayed with me until this very moment, take a deep breath and know this: you are not like most people. Few have the discipline, curiosity, and courage to journey this far into the truth of the mass awakening of 2025. You've just walked through 8 powerful keys, each one a doorway into a higher state of consciousness. And the fact that you are still here means you are ready to live them, not just hear about them. So before we close, I want you to write in the comments, "My consciousness is awake." This will be your declaration, your energetic stamp, your proof to yourself and to this global community that you are committed to the awakening. It's not just a sentence, it's a frequency. And when hundreds, thousands, or even millions of us declare it together, the collective field shifts. Remember, the awakening is not something that happens to you, it happens through you. Every choice you make, every vibration you emit, is part of the great unfolding. Think of yourself as a flame. If you keep your light hidden, it only serves you. But if you share it through kindness, wisdom, or even by sending this video to someone who needs it, you ignite the fire in others. And that is how a single light becomes a blazing sunrise. If you're already subscribed, you're part of a circle that is consciously co-creating the new earth. I'm proud of you. If you're not yet subscribed, I'll be missing out on the constant flow of practices, teachings, and activations that can accelerate your journey. This is your invitation. Join us. Let's walk this path together. And now, I want you to give yourself a moment of sacred stillness. Do not pause this video, do not click away. Just close your eyes and allow the final music to wash over you. Feel the energy of all who are watching alongside you right now, across countries, languages, and time zones, breathing in unison. Feel gratitude for your life, your path, and this moment in history. Know that you are not alone. You are part of a vast, luminous network of awakened souls, here to midwife the birth of a new world. Your role matters. Your light matters. You matter. Stay present, stay awake, and remember, the mass awakening of 2025 isn't something to wait for, it's something you are living right now.